Barbados, see it like a native. I'm Gigi from South Carolina, and today's date is January 11th, 2025. I'm coming to the citizens of Barbados with this topic entitled Barbados, the Way Forward. Again, the topic is Barbados, the Way Forward. In the previous topics, Barbados, a change not for the better but for the worse, Part 1 and Part 2, be it known that those videos were not intended to degrade Barbados or belittle Barbados in any way. Barbados is still an oasis, and Barbados is our home. We were not advocating going back to the past, but were merely showing that the past will define our future. Remember, he who forgets his past, history will repeat itself. Marcus Garvey once said, and I quote, "A people without knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots." And I say that a tree without roots is vulnerable to any type of wind and can be toppled at any time. And the winds of change are coming, but we must be prepared and not forget the solid foundation that our foreparents laid for us in the past. We must be our brother's keeper. What affects one directly affects all indirectly. Our future depends on our love and commitment to one another. We must support each other first in any endeavor that we undertake before supporting any other race. From the day of emancipation until this day, it has been a one-sided affair. We support them, but they do not support us. We buy from them, but they do not buy from us. We work for them, but they do not work for us. And that is the reason why they have so much and we have so little. We have built their businesses and have refused to create our own. But going forward, this has got to change. When it comes to work ethics, we give other races our best, and we give our own people our worst. For example, there was a contractor working for us in 2005. He was building our house and a house for a European lady at the same time. What was built for us had to be bulldozed down, but the European lady's house was perfectly built, no issues at all. Another example is G4S Securities, formerly G4S Wackenhut, who lost most of their contracts in the United States because of bad ethics, overbilling, and dishonesty. They billed for work that was not done. The Tri-Rail train system in South Florida got rid of them. G4S is now the leading security company in Barbados, the Caribbean, and in Africa. We take the worst and put them ahead of our best. Our local security companies are 1,000 times better than G4S, such as Phoenix, Patriot, Amalgamated, Guardsman, and ANC. The company was formerly Wackenhut Securities in the United States. Then they changed to G4S Wackenhut, and now they are Allied Securities in the United States. They keep changing their name to hide their image. Yet they can go to the Caribbean and Africa and demand the cream of the crop contracts over our good companies just because they are a white organization. The person or persons responsible for hiring G4S either took a bribe or they need their head examined. This has got to change. We have to come together and love one another. The rest of the world hate us. We cannot hate each other. We must love each other, respect each other, and dialogue with each other. If a Vincentian or a St. Lucian comes to Barbados for whatever reason 2 or 3 times a month, the greeting they get is, "Why are you here so often?" But a European can come to Barbados every other day and will get a warm "Welcome to Barbados." This has got to change. When we travel through Europe, we are looked upon as criminals, up to no good. But when Europeans travel to our shores, they are looked upon as angels sent from heaven. This, too, has got to change. Just recently, my husband and I was traveling back to Barbados. The customs officer asked him, "Are you a Bajan?" He answered, "Yes." The officer said, "Go and get checked." I, on the other hand, with my North American accent, walked through freely, not a question asked. That incident shows the distrust and disrespect that we have for each other. We must come to the realization that these other nationalities are against us. They are not for us. In the past, the people who control the money would never give us a loan. Nowadays, they have concocted a scheme to give us loans, but they are quagmire loans designed to make us sink deeper and deeper in debt with nowhere out. And that is what these people want, to make us lose our homes and enslave us financially forever. The solution to all of this is that we must start building our own constructs and stop depending on other nationalities whose sole intention is to control us so that we will never rise. I see it here in Barbados, I see it in Africa, and I see it in America. If we can only come together as one and trust each other, buy from each other, and dialogue with each other, and do right by one another, we will defeat their evil intentions. In conclusion, I must say this. The theme for this year is regathering, but let us all gather together and come together as one and not separately from each other like crabs in a bucket. I quote Martin Luther King Jr., "We must learn to live together as brothers, or we will perish together as fools." And this will be the solution or our demise. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe to this channel, and share this video. Again, I'm Gigi from South Carolina, a true Bajan by naturalization. Thank you so much for listening, and until the next video, have an amazing day. Thank you.